inside your bedroom. We stopped counting the days.
10 can't miss spots in Vietnam. For many travelers, Vietnam is a must-see destination on their bucket list, and it's easy to see why. The beautiful beaches, colorful markets, and rich history of this Southeast Asian country have long drawn the interest of tourists from all over the world, making Vietnam one of the most popular travel destinations today. The sheer number of things to do in this city-filled country will ensure you're never bored, and here are 10 can't-miss spots in Vietnam that you should experience during your visit. These places will help you get off the beaten path and immerse yourself in authentic Vietnamese culture. 1. Hanoi. Hanoi is the capital and largest city of Vietnam. You will find a wide range of architecture, from French colonial to Russian Orthodox to Buddhist temples. One of the most popular attractions is Ho Chi Minh's mausoleum, which houses his embalmed body and a museum about his life. There are also many museums that tell the story of this country's long history, like the Museum of Ethnology and Archaeology. 2. Saigon. Vietnam's largest city is a happening metropolis that will have you yearning to explore Saigon's many markets, historic sites, and bustling cafes. Saigon is one of the most affordable places to live in the world, and it has some of the best nightlife outside of Bangkok. Whether you're looking for an adrenaline rush or just want to kick back with a coffee, Saigon has something for everyone. 3. Ho Chi Minh City. Ho Chi Minh City, the largest city in Vietnam and its former capital, is home to a myriad of markets and restaurants. From the lively Pham Ngo Lao district to the backpacker-friendly and Phuong Street, Ho Chi Minh City has something for everyone. Be sure to visit the night market at Lang Huoing Street, where you'll find everything from fresh produce to traditional Vietnamese souvenirs. 4. Hue. Hue is the imperial capital of the Nguyen dynasty, and it's a fantastic mix of traditional Vietnamese culture and French colonial architecture. Hue is notable for its extensive system of royal palaces and temples, which was constructed by Emperor Gia Long to replace the old capital during his reign from 1802 to 1820. The tombs are also worth visiting. The citadel of the Ing Long, Tang Long, with its ramparts and moats, served as an ideal defense fortress for the Nguyen dynasty against both domestic and foreign invaders. 5. Sapa. Sapa is a mountain town located in northern Vietnam, near the Chinese border. The town itself is actually quite small, but its location makes it a beautiful spot for hikes and sightseeing. It's also close to many other popular destinations such as Mai Chau, Muong Hoa Valley, and Bobby Lake. You can easily reach these locations from Sapa by foot or bicycle. A visit to this town should be combined with a stay at one of the many guest houses that are available around Sapa, either inside or nearby the city center. Mai Chau, as one of the most traditional ethnic groups in Vietnam, Hmong people live largely as they have since their ancestors first arrived here some 1,500 years ago. 6. Nha Trang. Nha Trang is one of the most popular beach destinations in Southeast Asia. The city's miles of coastlines, temperate climate, and world-class resorts make it a year-round destination for travelers. Despite the crowds that flock to its beaches, Nha Trang offers an authentic experience with a mix of French colonial architecture and Vietnamese street food. The best way to explore this beautiful seaside town? Rent a bike or moped and take in the local culture as you enjoy some fresh seafood. 7. Dalat. As the country's most mountainous region, Dalat is home to some of the most beautiful scenery in all of Vietnam. The region's proximity to both the Central Highlands and Vietnamese Highlands means that it has a rich cultural heritage, which is apparent everywhere you look. The city itself is known for its unique French colonial architecture, which can be seen on every building from small shacks to mansions. 8. Dalat. Dalat is a must-see if you're traveling to Vietnam. The city is famous for its French colonial architecture, and it's an ideal spot for outdoor lovers. It's also home to some of the best coffee in the country. For example, Givril Cafe has been around since 1910 and the beans are roasted on site. Plus, there are plenty of great markets like Saigon Central Market where you can find everything from fresh produce to household goods. 9. Mekong Delta. The Mekong Delta is one of the most rural and beautiful parts of Vietnam. Rice paddies, canals, and row upon row of coconut trees frame a way of life that few visitors to the country ever experience. It's a world away from the busy streets and crowded shops of Ho Chi Minh City or Hanoi. 10. Hoi An. Hoi An is often called the Venice of the East because it's home to a network of canals that have been used for centuries. It's also known for its traditional Vietnamese-style houses, including a 400-year-old Japanese merchant house, which has now been converted into a museum. The Tan Ha Pottery Village features hand-painted pottery and sculptures made by local artisans who still use ancient techniques. You'll find some of the best street food on offer at Tam Kai Pho Hoa, located in a 500-year-old building and featuring dishes like shrimp wrapped in betel leaves and boiled snake meat with quail eggs and onions.